Hello, this is Nosy here with another new video, and yes, today it is my answers for the Q&A video. For the Q&A, it's my answers, so it's my turn to answer your questions. I just want to really quickly say massive thank you for those people who participated in my Q&A. Thank you very much for those people that took the time and actually, asked a question or two. So yes, let's get into it. Thank you very much, and here we go with my answers to your questions. Let's get on with it because I've just finished doing it, and brilliant idea with me. I basically went over an hour, and that's the longest I've ever done. That's the longest video I've ever done on my own. Over an hour. So, right, let's get to it. So, questions from peoples. The first question is Mr. John 35, and the question is, what do you do for a living? What do I do for a living? Well, I am a checkout operator at my local Asda. And I do not do anything else. I don't do anything else. I've been there for 2 years now. Well, not over 2 years, about a year, two and a half years now. And I'll be 3 years in April. So yeah, but the whole situation with the economic crisis and stuff here in Hull, it's really quite bad, and a lot of businesses will not open up shop, or they won't come anywhere near Hull, due to apparently Hull being a little bit of a twat to kind of set up a business in. Apparently, so, but yeah, so that's what I do for a living. Nothing really fascinating, nothing really interesting, but that is what I do for a living. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. The next question is from Evan56942, and his question is: has any of the Transformers characters and their voice actors inspired you in any way? Well, really quickly, right, I said this in the other chat, in the other video I did. I just want to say, I thought that question was really good. Very good question, that. It appealed to me. It appealed to me very much because, I am actually trying to find out how I can go in to look into voice acting in the future. I would actually like to do it, and most of the voice actors that I admire have inspired me to check it out. And those voice actors are not just all Transformers. Mainly like Steve Bloom, who is going to Auto Assembly next year. He is one of my idols. So it'd be down to him, Vic Miana, Scott McNeil, Gary Chalk, Todd Habercorn. There's some fucking awesome. There's loads. I can't really, mention them all in this video. It's going to be far too long. But all those voice actors have a special place in my heart, and anime and cartoons alike have been a massive part of my life, and I would love to actually see if I'm getting a career into something like that. But it's easier said than done, to be honest, because voiceover is one of the hardest things you can get into, and it's one of the hardest things you can actually get yourself an agent for. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm looking into it, and I'm really trying to do my homework in it, and see if I can find some help, someone that can maybe help me find my way. So yeah, thank you very much for that question. The next question is from Skullgrin140, my good friend Sammy, and it's a 3-part question. So, question 1: what do you get satisfaction out of? Well, I would have to say I get satisfaction from women. Not physically, unfortunately, but mentally. Yeah. mentally, I get for satisfaction. But I don't think that's the answer you actually wanted to this question. But anyway, what I get satisfaction from? Well, I get satisfaction from my Transformers collecting. I get satisfaction from playing with them. Not in a certain way, you naughty, filthy-minded people. Yeah. So I get satisfaction from just about anything. Playing games, PlayStation, Xbox, music is a massive passion in my life. If the whole thing with voice acting doesn't work, I'd love to go down like music production kind of way. I'd love to do stuff like that. But yeah, that's my answer to that one. Question 2: Would you ever try to make it to BotCon if it was in your affordable price range? Very quickly to answer this, yes. Yes. If I can get the money together, I would very much definitely consider about going to BotCon one year. I can easily do it on the money that I'll get, what I get at the moment, because I am only part-time. But if I started to save a little bit earlier than I do for auto assembly, I may be able to do it, but I don't know. I think I might have to wait till I'm in a better job, but I will definitely love to do it one year. And question 3 from Sammy, or Schoolgrin, is what got you into reviewing to begin with? What got me into reviewing to begin with is the people that are reviewing. Simple as. What actually got me into it again, basically it was the reviewers that got me into Transformers again. Because to be honest, I thought, well, Transformers was technically dying out at this time when I found out about the whole fandom on YouTube. And it was actually dying out because there was nothing, because obviously the whole travesty with the Unicorn trilogy, which did not go down well with fans at all. When that finished, a lot of fans thought Transformers was dead. And back when back when YouTube was fairly new. What I mean by new is when in the early days of YouTube, you could actually comment on people's videos without creating a channel. And what I did was I basically went around checking out YouTube videos, and it was all one day it was mainly just checking out Transformers again, because obviously by that time I was only watching anime stuff because that was kind of part of my life back then. And I basically checked out YouTube and I was checking out people, basically checking out like G1, Beast Wars and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is awesome, I remember this. And then all of a sudden I saw these weird people I just saw these people popping up out of nowhere doing reviews on figures. And I started watching a few people in America, some American reviewers, and then I saw some people that were UK based, the UK fandom. And through that fandom I met Sammy, Skullgrim140, Diancis, Timey, loads of people, quite a few people. At that time, I only met 1 or 2 people, and I commented on a few videos, and due to those comments back from years ago, basically, because obviously you could comment without a channel back then. So thanks to that, I kind of got talking to them, and I got into that. And then asked my mum, and I said, these Transformers, was I able to get a few more? And just get a couple. I was only going to get a couple. And I just want to do some videos on YouTube and just review them. Just for, like, memory's sake. At first, my mum was a little bit reluctant to it, because I can kind of understand, because back when I was a kid, I'm not very good with challenge, anything that's a challenge. If I had a Transformer when I was a kid, I'd probably chuck it across the room, because I didn't have any patience. And it's the same in a way with me now, but I'm not as bad as I used to be. I do sit down and concentrate a little bit more than I did. But yeah, anything that's a bit too complicated, I kind of leave completely alone. So yeah, but I ended up buying a couple of animated figures, which were the first ones I ever bought, and I made my first channel, which was Manosi 00, which was Manosi 00, which was my first actual channel that did very well, and I got a lot of people checking me out on that channel, and that's mainly the channel what I started my reviews on properly. And then from then on, anime is another thing that I love. Hence why I've made a new channel for anime. And if you want to check that out, Anime Nosy Guy, it's down there in the description box. I'd really love some more activity on that channel. Thank you very much. So yes, that's how I got into reviewing to begin with. So yes, so the next person is Jetstorm the Reviewer. And your question is, this is a 3-part again. What is your favourite gimmick ever? It doesn't actually, you don't actually specify what you mean by that. Obviously, it must be Transformer related. I would have to say of what I actually own, anything Transformer that I actually own. For me personally, the figure that I own, what I think's got the coolest gimmick on it, has to be Optimal Optimus from Beast Wars, the Transmetal Optimal Optimus. The reason being is because I love guns. Kind of strange saying that, but I love weapons in any shape or form. And basically, Optimal Optimus has these two big off cannon things that kind of pop over his shoulders, from the back over his shoulders. And I like that because they light up and everything. It's got like a light up on it, and if you got batteries in, you get the missiles, they fire out, and you can actually get fire sounds and stuff. But I think it's actually pretty cool for the time, with it being a Beast Wars toy, considering it was like 98, and it was actually a pretty cool toy for its age. And there's a little bit of sentimental value with that toy because of I used to have it when I was really young, and I got it again, and I love the toy, so I'd have to say that Optimal Optimus for that one. Part 2 to your question is, what is your favourite Generations toy? My favourite Generations toy has to be, from what I have, my favourite Generations toy for what I have and what I because I know because I've actually played with it. It has to be, I'm pretty sure this is a Generations toy, but mine is the United version, and it is the United version, which is Takara version of Lugnut, the Generations Lugnut, but Takara did a United version, which is a more shiny and then more of a different variation of it. Lovely, beautiful toy. And I have to say that it's probably my favourite out of the new generation universe line, definitely. And he says, plus, have you heard of Baratazaru, YouTuber called Barutazaru, Bazaru Tazaru? I think that's right. Yes, I have. I am subscribed to him. I haven't actually checked out any of his videos for some time though. I kind of need to get back into checking certain people out, because there's a few people, that I've kind of, disconnected from over the last few years. So I definitely need to check some more videos out from him. But yeah, he is a great reviewer. So thank you for that. The next person is TF fan, or T-fan, T-fan page 101, and it's a 2-part question. Basically he says, what are your thoughts on bot shorts? Now, my thoughts on bot shorts is, they're a clever little concept, they're cool, the cool little niggly things that you can call a bit like based on the Transformers concept. but they are not Transformers. They don't transform in the content on the way that we prefer. You can kind of say I'm being a bit Victorian or a bit old-fashioned in the whole way, but I've never been a massive fan of like the RPMs or the real small, what I think are useless in the Transformers line. I don't mind the activators, because the Transformers activators I actually think are cool. I know that they technically technically don't transform either. Well, they do, but they're self-transforming. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have a bit of a thing towards them. I'm a bit more attached to activator toys than I am with bot shots. I mean, I like them. I mean, you know, they're good for little kids and they're fun for little kids, and that's all I see with them, is that they're good for a little child. But for me as a collector, I really don't see anything with them, to be honest. But yeah. So yeah, part 2 to your question was, what in the world is going on? I have no idea what's going on. At the moment, I am sat here in front of my webcam filming this video. That's what's going on at the moment. But I have no fucking idea what is going on. No. Yeah. So yes, next person is Mr. V Decepticon, and his question, two-part, sorry. It says, what is the one figure you want to review that you don't have? Right. Basically, I can't really name one, but I have to name Fans Project. You know, anything by Fans Project. Not the add-on kit. Well, I want to get some of the add-on kits, but I don't actually have the figures. I don't actually have some of the figures that the add-on kits that Fans Project have provided work with. I think I have one figure that it works with, because I've got classics. I've got classics Megatron. No, I've got classics Optimus Prime. And I'm pretty sure there's like an add-on kit thing for him, and there is for the Nemesis Prime classics as well, which is obviously the black Nemesis repaint of classic Optimus Prime. So yeah, I mean, I'd like to check out the Fans Project add-on kits in the future if I can get some of the figures that they work with. I also want to check out some of the Fans Project figures that they've released, their own figure lines, such as the 3 Insecticon toys. I've forgotten what they're called now, but they're the 3 Insecticons, and they're done as their actual G1, and they look like in G1, and they look beautiful. I'm pretty sure the Fans Project, because there's 2 companies that do very similar kind of concepts, Transformers, that are fan based. But yeah, I want to check out those, and I want to check out the is it TFC Hercules, I think it is, the Hercules Fans Project knockoff fans, the Devastator toy that was released last year. I really want to get that, but it's in a few parts and it combines, and it looks a lovely toy, and I really want to get my hands on that for definite. So I'd have to say that kind of toy line, or them I would love to get hold of and review. And a second part to that question from V Decepticon is, are you a fan of Death Note? Oh hell yes. Oh hell yes, I am. I've checked out the anime. I've checked out I've checked out 2 of the 3 live action films for Death Note. I haven't checked out the last one, which is actually which is more about L, which is one of the characters in it. It's actually a film more about L, of how he came to be and his past. I haven't actually watched that live action, but I have actually watched the 2 main live actions of the story based off the anime. I have checked out the anime. So yeah, gotta love it. If anyone out there that like anime have to like Death Note, it's just an essential anime that all anime lovers have to have, or have to like, or have to have seen. at least once. Brilliant. I've got the full box set anyway, so I can prove it. But I need to get the live actions at some point. So yeah, and he just says, keep up the awesome. Thank you, I will. Next person is Phil, Rattrap25, and it is a 3-part question. And he says, with Steve Bloom coming, I'm going to kind of reword it because it's kind of spelt wrong. But it says, with Steve Bloom, he's coming to Auto Assembly next year for a guest of honour. So with Steve Bloom, which voice that he has done or that he does or did do you like the most? And those 3 is Digimon, Wolverine, or Starscream, which is Prime Starscream. I would have to say out the 3 of them, it's not just it's not Transformers. Oh no, it's Digimon. Sorry if I keep sniffing. My nose is getting bunged up. Why I have to say Digimon? If you don't know who he is he's from Digimon. Digimon Digital Monsters. Back in 96 to 97 when it actually came onto UK TV. It was on Fox Kids when it first came on, and he voiced Digimon, and that Digimon was Davis. It belonged to Davis, the main character for the new Digidestiners in that series, and it was Digimon Adventures 2, Season 2. It was a great series. I love Digimon, and the reason why I'm saying Digimon is because I have a lot more respect for that because I grew up with Digimon. I love Digimon, and yes, I have to say Digimon. Even though he does do a mean Starscream, he does a great voice for Starscream. And Wolverine, he does a good job for as well. But because of my attachment to Digimon, and I love it, I have to say Digimon just for that. And question 2 there's 3 questions that is asked. And basically it just says, this is question 2, so it just says, how did you hear about Auto Assembly? I heard about Auto Assembly due to the Metrodome Anniversary Special Edition box set for G1, I think it is. I actually checked, I didn't actually realise it was on the Metrodome at first. I actually found this video on YouTube a good couple of years ago, and it was Auto Assembly, I think it was the first year, or the second year, the first or second ever Auto Assembly, and it was very, very, there was only like a handful of people there, and it was actually on like a special features thing, on this, I think it's Metrodome or something, special edition box set for G1, and I checked that out, and that's how I kind of found out about it, or knew about it. Didn't think anything more of it, and then thanks to people like Sammy and a few other people talking about it in videos, that's how I found out more about it, and then I went on the website, found out who was going for the first year, which was I think 2010, which was my first one, and I've loved it ever since, and that's how I found out about it, or heard about it. So question 3 to his question is, what is your most favourite anime film of all time and why? Right, I have to say my favourite anime film as of now at the moment, because it could actually change, because there is from the same person that this film was made by, there is another one that is made that is actually due out for release at some point by next year, and it's called Wolf Children, and it's by Mamoru Hosoda. Any anime fan should know his name and should respect his work. Mamoru Hosoda is the visionary director behind The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, and he also directed a film called Summer Wars. And Summer Wars has to be my favourite anime film of all time, as of now, as of as of late. And why I'm picking that is because it's just a beautiful, beautiful story. It kind of uses everyday technology, and the story is about of how we rely on technology and how technology has changed so much. And it's basically with that, it's kind of a family is kind of thrown into this whole virus thing, and it's down to the family to kind of fight back and protect what's theirs and protect the family and work as a unit and come together as a family. And some real sad things happen, some really funny bits happen. It was actually dubbed by Funimation Entertainment, and they did a fantastic job with the dub. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful film. I have actually done a review of it. I've done a complete, full, in-depth review of my thoughts and everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to video respond that to this video, because I could go on forever talking about Summer Wars, and I just don't have the time. But if you go down there, it's in the description, it's in the video, in the comments section down there. Check it out, and yeah, so check it out. Summer Wars, check it out. Yeah, so that's. Thank you very much to Ratchet25 for that. The next one is Sega Man 19, and that is it's a two-part question again. And it says, is there any animes you would like to see from the 90s? Well, there's only one that kind of comes to mind. There's only one that kind of comes to mind that came out in the 90s, and I've always wanted to check it out, but I've just never have. And it is Escaflowne. I think that's how you spell it. Escaflowne. And Escaflowne is, I think it's a mecha anime. I'm pretty sure. For what I've only heard about it, and I've heard it is really good. I've heard it is probably one of the best up to Gundam. It kind of like is like a rival with Gundam, which means it's good, because Gundam is the master of mecha anime, and then obviously you've got Gurren Lagann, and then you've got your Evangelion, and Neon Genesis Evangelion was re-released back in the 90s as a remastered series, with like new content, and the animation was actually updated. And they released that again. It was actually originally came out in the 80s, and Funimation dubbed it, and it all came out in the 90s. Or it was actually dubbed properly in the 90s. And then Funimation have kind of redubbed it and redone it again with the whole new Evangelion 1.1 and 2.2. The movies that are coming out. So yeah, so I have to say Escaflowne for that, for definite, because Escaflowne is, I've heard it's fantastic, and I really want to check it out. And now it says least favourite toy incarnation of Optimus Prime. Well, I would have to say my least favourite incarnation has to be, probably has to be Cybertron. Cybertron Optimus Prime. The Armada toy line was actually quite decent, because I had a couple of them back when I was younger. But yeah, the Armada toy line was actually quite good, even though the whole trilogy was shit. But the Armada toy line was good, was decent anyway. The Cyberverse, I never really saw anything in. I mean, I've got Cyberverse, Cybertron. I've got Cybertron, Galvatron or Megatron. I have him, which is the car. I've got that in toy, and it's a lovely toy. But the Optimus didn't really do anything for me, and that it really didn't. So yeah, I'd have to say that for that. The next one is the Juice 84, and the question from that person is, You're stranded on a desert island, but you can have 3 and only 3 Transformer toys with you. Which 3 do you pick and why? Right, I have to say for that one, the 3 I would pick out the collection I have at the moment, I would pick Optimal Optimus, because he has quite some sentimental value to me, because I had him when I was younger and I've always wanted him again, and I got him back, and I just really love the toy because obviously it's Beast Wars and it's just awesome. I would have to say my 1995-96 original Optimus Primal, love the toy, and I would then have to say for my third, I would have to say my G1 Scorponok. I have a G1 Scorponok, yes. I am reviewing it yet. I'm not going to review it yet because I kind of want to get everything for it before I review it. I'm only missing a couple of like satellite dishes, but it's kind of like 98% complete. So I've got like, a couple of things I need to get for it, but yeah, I have to say those 3 for definite for that question. So thank you. And last but not least, it's Monkey Not Truck, and it's a 2-part question. And it says, have you read the Transformers Exodus Exiles novels? No, I haven't. I have not. I've seen them. I've seen them on Amazon. I've been really thinking, well, should I, shan't I? But for what you just said there, it says, if not, don't, because they kill brain cells. So yeah, well, I'm going to take that a little bit of advice and probably not bother, because I don't want to waste my money on anything that I'm not really going to enjoy reading. But yeah, so no, I haven't actually checked them out at all. So but anyway, thank you. And part 2 to his question was, why is the fear of long words called hippopotamonstrosquideliphobia? Deliphobia. I don't know. I really don't know. I can't even fucking pronounce the fucking word, let alone even say an explanation. Sorry if I keep sniffing like that. Bloody, I'm really bummed up now. You can tell fucking winter's coming, can't you? Right. I don't know, I think someone's just done a big fucking laugh there. Because, like I said, it's a phobia of long words. And some arsehole is going to just put a load of random words and letters together and just made one fuck off arsehole word. So I think someone's just having a big fuck off dig at these people. Which is a little bit, I just think that's all I can really say from that. But anyway, thank you very much. That is my questions. They're my answers, sorry, to your questions. Those people that took part and participated. I would just like to thank once again for your participation. Those people that took part, thank you very much. And I'll be back very much again. I'll be back again at some point. And I will probably do another Q&A video again at some point in the future, definitely. But probably not for another year, probably not till next year at some point. But yes, thank you very much, and I'll be going now. Check out down there, description and the comment section for anything that I've added to this video to kind of like help you enjoy my answers and stuff like that. So thank you very much. Thank you. See you later.